Everyone has a fear. It could be drowning, it could be spiders, it could be heights. If not, maybe you just haven't truly found it or experienced it yet. Me? Performance anxiety. Performance anxiety? Well, that doesn't make sense. You're a YouTuber, right? YouTubers are supposed to be super high energy and always talkative and entertaining. Well, that isn't always the case. In fact, some YouTubers are extreme introverts who just want a way to share or experience something with others online in this world. And it doesn't have to be just YouTubers as well. There's tons of people online every day who maybe share that same feeling. For my case, though, let me clarify. If anything, I'm quite extroverted. I love being around people and meeting new faces, and I'm actually quite comfortable on stage in front of large audiences and speaking to them. However, when it comes to musical performances, for some reason it's just different. For some reason, when you step up to play the piano, everything becomes so unfamiliar. This is stage fright. I'm gonna tell you a very embarrassing story, and I have never shown this video online ever. In 2018, it was my senior year in high school, and I decided to play the piano along with my friend who would sing. But when I stepped up to play in front of everyone that big day, my hands began to sweat and I began to shake nervously. For context, my hands never sweat. I have like super dry, smooth, silky hands, okay? They never, ever sweat. But I began playing, and even at the beginning, I messed up a few notes, so it already wasn't going well at all. I was extremely nervous. I'm even nervous just telling this story. If you can tell, I'm just stuttering. Anyways, towards the end of the song, I froze. I completely froze.
He truly feels, and not the words of one who kneels.
I'd practiced this song so many times before this, but in this instant, it felt like nothing was in my control, and I could only sit in confusion and shake nervously. It was awful. I didn't know what to do at that time. My friend continued to sing because what else could he do? He even signaled at me knowing I had messed up as well, and I knew. And throughout that moment, I felt excruciating silence from the crowd. My entire school staring at me, and I even heard some laughter out of pity as well that day. It truly is a regret I carry with myself to this day. I thought I would never have to face something like that ever again. Well, until now. I've been invited to Conquest 2023, which is a convention in the Philippines. I was there in 2022, and I released my first song ever there, Fly Me Away. It has over 3 million plays now, which is insane on Spotify, so thank you guys so much from everyone across the world. It means a lot to me. But this time, I wanted to challenge myself to confront my greatest fear. I could never live with myself knowing that I would never be able to overcome the fear I experienced all those years ago. So I promised myself that I would play a full piano piece in front of a crowd to see if I could just do it, to see if I could overcome and give myself a second chance. But not just any crowd though, my community. I wanted to play in front of the very reason I am in this position today and am grateful for, you guys. And so, this is the story of how I confronted my greatest fear, stage fright. So the song I decided to play, any guesses? Lantern Rite. It is a song that fills me with nostalgia and fond memories when I hear it. And it's a piece from Genshin Impact's soundtrack, and if you're a 1.0 player like me, you may find this piece to bring nostalgia for you as well, since it is an important song from a region in the game, Liyue specifically. It's basically a song that is played during the Lantern Rite Festival, which is a very beautiful time to celebrate many things. So, it does have a soft spot in my heart. Now, I would say I have a slight advantage for confronting this fear, which is practice. However, with great practice comes great performance or something like that, right? It's not always that simple, though. So, I've been practicing the piano song for about a month. Let me just explain what the hardest part is. The hardest part right now is... I'll just show you. The hardest part is this part. and it sounds good, it sounds decent. But the thing is, when I put the left hand and right hand together, then it's a whole nother like situation that's super hard. So I'll try to play it with both hands. It's like, it's easy to learn one part and then it's so much harder to like put both parts together. And that is the hardest thing sometimes about playing piano. It's getting the rhythm down from both hands and then putting it together. Maybe I'm just stupid, I don't know. I also can't read notes, so that's also another thing. But, well, yes, partly does help when you practice, but performing means also understanding the immense pressure you will have on you in front of a live audience. I'm stressed. I have about 2 weeks left, maybe 2.5 weeks left to do this before Conquest, so I just don't want to let you guys down. It'd be so embarrassing. Oh God, it'd be so embarrassing. Jesus Christ. So, to simulate it, even though it may be awkward, I asked my roommates to sit in front of me and stare at me like they never have before. I wanted to feel their eyes on me. I needed to feel the pressure so that when I walk up on the stage, I'm ready to face all of those faces and eyes up front. Okay, this is called landing, if you don't know. And I think this was probably the best way to practice before some big event like this. I wanted to do the best I could possibly do. I could already feel the pressure. My hands start to sweat like immediately. It's just like, it's literally night and day. It's actually crazy. So yeah, I practiced for about a month, but even when I had played in front of my roommates, I still was nervous and my hands felt shaky and very faint. My body starts to shake, I start to take shorter breaths, and my hands start to sweat, and then I can see the smudge of the sweat on the piano keys, which stresses me even more because it indicates I'm nervous, and I tell myself, hey, you're nervous, stop being nervous, but then you can't really just stop being nervous. Stage fright is like something that has truly haunted me in my entire life, and like it's honestly, I'm surprised at myself that it still bothers me to this day. But hopefully, that practice was enough to overcome it on the big day. During this time, I also announced my first merchandise poster on Twitter. I planned to release it in the Philippines, so there's a lot of firsts happening this trip. And to be honest, that was just more, it was just more anxiety to add on, but you know, fuck it, we ball. But making a poster for the first time and releasing it at a convention is very exciting. And don't worry, it will be online eventually, sometime soon in a merch store announced here on YouTube. But enough talk. Let's go to the Philippines. Yeah, big week ahead of me. Every subscribe will help me conquer my courage. Thank you. I just saw you subscribe. I saw that. Oh, you didn't? Oh. I'm in the Philippines. Just got out. I have been reminded it's very humid. It's like 90% humidity. Nice.
We made it to the Philippines.
Epic gaming. Holy. I'm here at the hotel.
Gaming.
How do I turn this on? Where are the lights? It's Quintella! That's so cool. Oh my god. Wow, the gifts. I feel blessed right now. Oh, Conquest merch. So cute. The talent badge. Clothes. This is so sick. Wow. This is pretty awesome. What is this? What the hell? Alright guys, what is this? I have no idea. What is this, guys? The mascot of the hotel. Cute. Well, I made it to the first day zero, I guess you can call it, of Conquest. And flight was shitty. It was 14 hours. Didn't really sleep. But there's a party to go to in 20 minutes, so I gotta prepare for that. Nerve check. Day zero. I feel okay. The nerves don't really hit until I get on stage. So until I get on stage and play that piano piece, I don't really feel it. But for now, It's time to have the time of my life before that. Also, doesn't feel any different from last year. It's still 90 degrees and still 90% humidity. So, good thing I wore a short sleeve today. They gave me so much makeup stuff, but I don't even use this. I feel bad because I'm not gonna get any value out of it. What the fuck is this? Is this hair dye?
Submitted here at the front. Again, 2 more minutes.
You're missing out. Where the fuck are you?
Officially day 1 of the con. We're gonna get breakfast, and then I want to decorate my booth because my booth is not decorated because I was not prepared because I don't really know what I'm doing. But it's okay. We're gonna give posters away or sell them, either one. So I'm so tired. It's like 8 a.m. Before I went to the Philippines, I asked you guys what foods I should try there on YouTube. And thanks to everyone who gave suggestions, you guys' responses were very detailed, so I appreciate that a lot actually. But yeah, this is some of the foods I managed to capture for you guys. I'll try to put labels here and there and maybe there too, but maybe you may recognize some of them if you're familiar with Filipino food. And if I got them wrong, let me know in the comments down below. Good day. So food's always great, but the real reason I was here was for you guys. And on the first day, I went to set up my booth, and there were so many of you guys waiting already, and I was actually shocked. I hadn't even set a time, which I definitely should have set a time to announce that when I would be there, but I really had no idea at the time. It was so hectic organizing things, but a lot of you guys were so excited, and it was amazing to see how many of you guys just wanted to buy the poster or just say hi to me. So just seeing you guys there really motivated me to have a good time at Conquest. And next time I want to make the booth really pretty because I realized there were so many decorations I missed, like banners, cardboard cutouts, just small decorations to make things more cozy. But lesson learned. That was my first time, so I kind of winged it. So next time I will put a little more effort into it. So next booth will be pretty. It is so crowded here. OTV and friends showed up. We're surrounded. I can't escape. I'm actually...
Oh my god. It's crazy out there, man.
Three words.
3 words? This is insane.
I guess that's 3 words.
Conquest! Are you ready? Do you know what's coming? Are you familiar with the people in a group called Scamily?
On 3.
Gaming.
Gamers, all right?
1, 2, 3.
Fuck you! Please welcome to the stage one of the faces of Genshin Impact and horror games now. It is Mr. Tuonto!
To close off the last day, well, it was a bit embarrassing. There was a boss rush event hosted by Atsu in Genshin Impact.
Are you ready for the Genshin boss rush?
And the way it works is, well, in this case, there was a boys team and there was a girls team.
We have Team Slay, and the boys team have gone with the name Team Gorilla Grip.
I was on the boys, obviously, and we were supposed to go against the girls in a boss rush challenge. And the way it works is the team that beats the boss faster or just happens to outlive them wins.
Team Gorilla Grip, do you guys have any fighting words for your competitors? What? Oh.
And we played 4 games, and the first 3 were pretty rough. We struggled a bit.
2, 1, go, go, go! So the boys are in the lead by a substantial amount right now. Team Slayer, what's going on? Come on, you guys got this. You got the Zhongli Elemental Burst coming through. Jake has just died. It is still, oh no, Anna has also died. Oh no, we're down to 1 HP left. Oh no, the boys are all dead. Team Slayer are the winners. Team Gorilla Grip just simply does no damage. Will they make it? Will they all survive? Oh, they've done it! Team Slay Team Slay take home another W. Right, we still have Dish on full hit points. Oh no, wait, so Team Gorilla Grip, Jake is down. Jake, what happened?
I died.
Team Slay with the 3-0.
But on the fourth game, even though they were up 3-0, they completely wiped us. They said, all or nothing. All or nothing. And you know what? The boys had to pull through.
All right, okay, this is winner takes all. Team Slay are really confident that they are going to absolutely destroy Team Gorilla Grips. Oh no! Dawn has just perished! It's all down to Dish to outlast 3 stinky men! Oh no! Team Slay has been slain! The winner's speech.
I had fun. That's all that matters, to be honest. Like, it was fun.
We won. Even though we lost 3-0, we happened to win the all or nothing, which mattered the most. But to be fair, they completely wiped us. It was no competition. We suck. And that wrapped up the first day of Conquest.
So how does it feel to completely wipe us and also give us a chance to win?
It felt pretty good. I can't get this water open.
There was something on my mind throughout the entire first day at Conquest. When I arrived, there was not a piano officially ready for me on the third day I wanted to perform, which was also the last day I wanted to perform at my meet and greet.
I need to get the piano. I need the piano. I gotta test it, otherwise I'm fucked.
But since there wasn't a piano, maybe I just thought to myself, I just won't perform. It'll just be a regular meet and greet. But no. I made a promise to myself and to you guys that I would try.
So before we let all of you go, please let us know where can we see you in the following days.
I'm also running a booth selling my first ever poster, so that's very exciting. And Sunday, I'm playing something very special for you guys.
And so I pestered the staff there to try to get a piano. But all I could really do was pray and just hope they brought one somehow. But I had to wait till day 2 to get any news at all.
I love you, Jake.
I love you too.
Fuck yeah.
Name one thing that you liked that you did this week.
Adobo rice.
Oh my god. As the second day started, I realized not practicing for 2 days worried me a lot. Every hour that had passed was an hour of me not preparing. And that sounds a bit unrealistic or unnecessary, but anxiety is not something to underestimate. So, I took the day to explore a bit more of the convention instead, to take my mind off things.
Thank you. We're on the first floor now. More hectic than the second. Okay, we're trying to find the riot booth currently. Gaming. They gave me Valorant Gotcha. Like that?
Yeah.
Thank you. Ooh, what did I get?
After checking out the convention and looking at all the cool stuff and stuff people were selling, I got good news. The piano was on site.
My piano's here! My piano!
But unfortunately, though, I wasn't able to practice on it at all that day. I think it had other obligations to be used for, but at the same time, I also had obligations for myself.
We are on going to our collab meet and greet, Scamily. Still not happy about that name.
We had our first official Scamily meet and greet.
We love Scamily!
so many people showed up to the meet and greet for my friends and I, and it honestly gave me a bit of confidence. Usually, I would think it would make me more nervous for tomorrow's performance just seeing all of these faces, but it was somehow reassuring. Seeing the faces of the people that have supported me in some way or another filled me with some sort of determination. A lot of you guys gave us so many gifts too and was just so nice in general. It was a very positive experience to meet a lot of you guys there, so thank you. And now, to fully confront my fear was today. Today was our final meet and greet, as well as my final event in the Philippines. And obviously it was the perfect opportunity to put myself in the situation I fear most. On stage. Last day, and I still have not tried the piano yet. I am very nervous today. The worst thing is, in 2018, I had time to try the piano during that recital at the talent show. But this time, it's just day of. But during this time, it was also our chance to speak with you guys and answer your questions. Subscribe. However, that time did not last long. I was to play the piano as well as sing a song with Bao on stage. She asked me last minute, and I said yes.
It's your turn to sing now.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
Because why not? Might as well just full send and try to do something new for me and for everyone around me. It was truly an exciting time, but also one of the most nervous times of my life. But that time was now. I remember before I stepped up to play, Ed told me something along the lines of, even if you mess up, I'll be here to cheer you on. I can't remember quite exactly what he said that day, but I know it was along the lines of that. But I'll always remember how he made me feel in that moment. A boost of confidence.
Okay. No one cry or I'll see you cry and then I'll mess up.
But something was different. I felt like I wasn't playing for strangers, but playing for familiar people. Speaking to them and joking around before and even during the performance gave me some comfort. Unfortunately for me though, it wasn't enough to get rid of the shaking light feelings my hands had. And the last thing that I wanted to happen actually happened. For a moment, I pressed the wrong note. I paused immediately and said the first thing that came to my mind.
You're doing amazing.
But I immediately heard my friends behind me telling me to keep going. And with only a few seconds of recovery, I was playing once again.
I watched this man practice this song really every single day for the past month just for this performance.
I have immense stage fright, so thank you so much for being one of the first people to ever witness me play. Thank you.
After all that practice, I still paused a little in my performance. I went into this with the expectation that if I did do this, I wouldn't mess up, and I would never be afraid of this again. But looking back, having that as a goal didn't really matter, and ultimately, it isn't always realistic. What really mattered is that I actually confronted my fear in the first place. To make the first step in confronting something you fear or attempting a challenge is what actually counts. It may not be perfect the first time, and you may not even do anything right your first attempt. But that one step you take is the first step in the right direction. And maybe all of this wasn't the result I actually wanted to see, but it was the result I'm happy to continue moving forward with. And there truly was no better way to confront this challenge than with my friends behind me and you guys in front of me.